Alright, so in this video, you're going to learn to talk about your hobbies or the different activities that you do in your free time. But to talk about the hobbies or the activities that you do in your free time, we are going to need verbs. Now, I have some examples of some verbs. Alright, so napping, running, reading, riding, jumping, etc. Alright, so these are all verbs, as you already know. Alright, and verbs are action words. Now, we also have these same verbs in Spanish. However, they are placed into three groups: AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs. Now, the AR verbs are those that end with an AR. So if you look on this picture, you'll see I have one verb here, another here, another here. And if you look carefully, you'll realize that all the verbs there, they end with an AR. So I have escuchar, which means to listen, estudiar, which means to study, I have hablar, which means to talk, and I have limpiar, which means to clean. Now, ER verbs are those which end with an ER. So I have leer, which means to read, comer, which means to eat, and I also have barrer, which means to sweep. If you look carefully, you'll see that all these verbs, they end with an ER. Hence, they are called ER verbs. The final type of verbs in Spanish are IR verbs. And IR verbs are those which end with an IR. So I have escribir, which means to write, subir, which means to climb, and then reír, which means to laugh. Alright, and if you look closely, you'll see that all these verbs, they end with an IR. Hence, they are called IR verbs. Alright, so the first activity in the worksheet, it's actually a table. Alright, and in the table you have to put the verbs and state whether they are AR, ER, or IR verbs. So all you need to do is remember this: the AR verbs, they end with an AR, the ER verbs, they end with an ER, and the IR verbs, they end with an IR.